Hey, how y'all doing? I'm gonna answer question number three. Why should we be using cell phones? And I'm gonna use a presentation that I did a few weeks ago about using cell phones in the gym. My name is Roderick Ray. I'm a health and physical educator at Heritage High School, and I'm all for technology. I'm all for cell phones. I'm also all for laptops, Chromebooks, all for the use of education. And I believe when they are used correctly, we can have engaging and very unique styles of education to take place within the classroom, especially inside the gym. My objective through this that you can learn how to use and incorporate different type of technology for health and physical education. You can use the same thing for your practice as well. We'll be using Google Classroom, Nearpod, Kahoot, and Edpuzzle. Why do I use cell phones in the gym? It makes my life easier. I can give students the assignments electronically. Don't have to use paper, don't have to print things out. I can also grade them electronically, which for me is a whole lot quicker. Assignments are graded electronically as well, so I don't have to waste a minute per paper. Grading assignments is automatically graded. Second thing, everybody has a cell phone, everybody has a smartphone. Students come to class with smartphones all the time. We always have to tell them to put them away because they're not using them correctly. So why not give them their work on their cell phone to do? It also reinforces what you've already taught them. So they can go home and do the assignments as well on their cell phone or electronic devices. Students have the opportunity to do the work outside of class, but for me in my school, we're a one-to-one, so we're all about electronic cell phones and laptops within my school. All right, Google Classroom. You can use the code if you like to join ahead, and there's an assignment up there for you to do. Once, if you choose to go ahead up there, you will see that there's an assignment up there. I usually post my learning targets up there as well. So not only do I post them on the wall, not only do I verbally say them, but they're also posted electronically. So let's say I have a student that's absent from class that day. If they're absent from class, they can still join in and do the assignment on Google Classroom. So there's really no excuse why any student is missing any type of information, any notes, doesn't know what's going on in class. Why do I use Google Classroom? Instant feedback for students and teachers. Teacher can see what questions students understand and need more focus on. So with each assignment, I can break down each question and see how many students got it correct, how many students got it wrong. So if a lot of students got the question correct, I know they know this and we can move on. If I have a lot of students that are missing a question or a few questions from an assignment that we do, I know this is something that I have to go back and reteach. Tests and quizzes are graded once they're finished, so there's no more red pens, no more X's and checks going down the paper. All Everything is graded automatically, and it can be operated from your laptop and or your cell phone. So no matter what type of device they have, they can get the work done. How do I use Google Classroom in the gym? Students use it to do their do now, assignment. They come in straight into the gym. They have an assignment to do, so they know to go ahead and log in and do the assignment, just like how it is posted online right now. Students check their learning targets and agenda. Students use it to take their unit test, give students their assignment while absent. How do I use it in the health classroom? Students use it once again for the quizzes and tests. All assignments are posted on Google Classroom, give students their assignment while absent. So what this does is really puts all the focus on the student to complete their work. Why should you use Google Classroom? Makes life easier. Accountability is all on the students. Nearpod. Now, Nearpod is very unique because you have a teacher pace and a student pace for Nearpod. The first one right here is your teacher pace. Like I said, if you are watching this and you choose to add on, you can go ahead and log on. Let's do the student pace one because I'm not going to go up there. Try my student pace one, and this is what I would give as a day going into the weight room. So they will use this code, they will log in, and this is pretty much what they would do in the weight room. So Most students still have their cell phones. They can use it for educational purposes, so they know exactly what they're doing, and also they can document their scores. So check that out, see what you think about it. And if you have another type of practice, you do English, social studies, science, whatever you may teach, you can also use Nearpod to deliver instructions in a technology way. Why do I use Nearpod? Great way to give lessons to students. Student and teacher pays options. Students takes notes and follow along with lessons outside of class. Different way to check for understanding, creative ways to check for understanding while doing a lesson. My next one is Kahoots. I'm not going to load it up, but if you've never used Kahoot before, I use this as a method to review for tests and quizzes. In my classroom, I will post up the code on the board. Students will use their cell phones to punch in the code and they follow along with a test and quiz review. With the review is kind of competitive. So my classes take it competitive, and kids they earn their points by how fast they answer the question correctly. So, for example, 1,000 points may be the highest that you get for each question. The student that answers the question correctly in 1 second may get 999 points. Now, the student that answers the question correctly in 10 seconds may get 500 points. So, even though you answer the question correctly, you get the maximum amount of points based off how fast you answer the question. And every student can do this from their cell phone. Now, how do I use Kahoot? I use Kahoot in the gym and for the health as a method of review. And here's some other popular apps. We have Schoology, GoGuardian, Quizlet, Edpuzzle, Living Tree, Live Mode, Quiz Mode, and a couple other ones that I haven't used yet, but others have recommended them to me. So once I get some time, I'll definitely check them out and see if they're worth me doing and transferring some stuff over. But a lot of them have kind of the same concept but different format in it. So if you are not using technology as a way of delivering instruction, I strongly advise you to at least pick one, master it, and try to incorporate it into your lesson at least once a week. If I was a school principal, I would definitely be okay with cell phones being used for educational purposes in the classroom. Okay. I would have to put the discretion on the teacher because some students or some classes won't be able to handle that. But I am all for technology into the classroom, but we have to look into what these students are going to be faced when they are adults. They will have to be using technology for everything. They'll have to be using technology to fill out college applications, job applications, to be doing their actual career job. They will have to be using technology. So we have to teach them technology here in school. They have to start doing their work. They have to start having to be responsible for their technology work now to help prepare them for when they become adults and they're in their careers using technology. So once again, my name is Roderick Ray, health and physical educator. I am pro to using technology in the classroom. The only con I can think of is if students are not using it incorrectly. That is the only thing that is a con. Um, but with that, for me in my class, if they're not using it correctly, we stop using it. And when they are mature enough to come back to using technology, I am more than willing to open it back up as an option for lessons. So I'm going to end it right there. Once again, Roderick Gray, health and physical educator, pro for technology in the classroom. Thank you for watching.